What's going on, y'all? Ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuned in live to 3 and Out right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. First things first, I do got to explain a couple of things before we get started here today. First things first, I know this isn't the typical beginning or the typical start, if you will, with all the theatrics and the music and everything. However, we will be back at it on Saturday of this week, or actually, we're scheduled for Saturday or Friday. Regardless, we're gonna have ourselves. It'll be back to normal soon. However, this has been a little trial and error period. StreamYard has been awesome, and I've really been enjoying this, and we'll get everything well. So you will see in the coming days to about the next week, we will have, in fact, all of the drops and the music and all the good stuff back. However, today, be a little bit dry. Regardless, we are back at it. So with that said, for today, we are going to be jumping right on into the recap of week number 3, and we have a completely new structure to the show. So let's get into this first. The first things first. Let's go ahead and jump on into this new structure. It's a little bit different, and I think it's going to work a lot better than previous shows. So, as we know, before we used to have the gigantically long 3 and Out, which was 3 hours long, and we had all 3 primetime face-offs, and we had all kinds of craziness going on, and it was cool. Well, unfortunately, I want to say fortunately, things kind of, changed up a little bit with time constraints. And honestly, I think it was more of a blessing than anything. Because first things first, I got to make sure that I got time for everything going on at the moment. There's a lot going on, and just trying to, make everything go right now with the career change and a lot of awesome things got going on. However, I do, in fact, need a little more time. But the 3-hour show, I don't think will be missed very much. As you know, a lot of you guys will tune on out between that time, and it's a lot going on between those 3 hours. Well, we have cut up the show into 3 different parts. Today, we're going to do 2 of them together. Combined will be about an hour show, a little bit over that. And then on, I believe it was Saturday, we're going to go ahead and jump on into the other 1-hour show. Now, there will usually be about 30 minutes, then to an hour. So I will be doing on Tuesday mornings a half an hour during the day of the recap of the previous week, and then we'll go ahead and get on in to the primetime face-off, which will fall on Wednesday night, which will be like tonight, which will be like a half an hour, and then on to Saturday's show, Saturday morning, where we have the primetime face-off, which will be an hour long, roughly around 9 a.m. Pacific time, 12 p.m. Eastern, and we'll have both the Saturday night primetime face-off and the Monday night primetime face-off. That will hold for this week. However, once again, we will get the recap and the Thursday night football primetime face-off here today combined in one. So 3 shows next week, and so on and so on and so on, and 2 shows this week. So that is going to be about that. Once again, we'll have everything back up to normal, all of the music and all the good stuff there. However, in the drops, today will just be an hour straight with me, and you will have, of course, our guests in a little bit jumping on to talk some football. So, with that said, y'all, let's go ahead and get on into the week number 3 recap in the NFL. If you're just tuning in, thank you very much. Appreciate y'all for showing love. Let's get on into this recap, shall we? I just gotta say one thing real fast. I'm proud of my Raiders for last week's victory. I know we didn't have any shows last week or 3 and Outs. That's my bad. I know that's totally up. That was me. My apologies. However, we did in fact have a Raider victory last week on Monday Night Football, and I just want to start out by saying that was awesome. I'm so proud of my Raiders, and though we did not get a victory this past week versus Belichick and those Patriots, you will hear me talk about that in a little bit, I am still very, very proud of my beloved Raiders for winning last week. We started out 2-0. We're now 2-1. Is what it is. You will hear all I got to say about the Patriots in a little bit and why I don't think it's a bad loss. Trust me. Well, for my Raiders. So let's go ahead and get on to the week 3 recap, however, and talk a little bit about last week's Thursday Night Football. This was kind of weird. The first thing you're going to notice in this game is the fact that the Dolphins are actually winning something. Sadly. My bad, Miami. However, Jacksonville, I don't think I've ever seen a team, and trust me, I'm a Raider fan, I don't think I've ever seen a team actually go backwards this much. It's such a bummer to see these guys just fall apart week after week. and there's nothing there. There's no substance. It's like you see, I don't know. There's stuff to build on, and Gardner Minshew is definitely the man. But it's like there's so many like collapses within these games, and it's kind of disappointing. It really is. I mean, it's really sad to see. Honestly, Jacksonville deserves better than this, guys. I don't know what's going on in Jacksonville. I don't get it. Those fans are so loyal, and it's really a bummer to see them just fall apart. This game was nowhere near close unless it was the very beginning. The Dolphins basically walked all over them. And Miami, don't get me wrong, Miami had some great plays in this game. They did great on defense. I really like their defense. However, it's kind of like it's like an asterisk. It's like winning the World Series this year. Did I say that out loud? I'm sorry. Especially with all this playoff baseball going on right now. It is what it is, guys. It's an asterisk. I mean, whatever. I mean, it's the Jacksonville Jaguars, whoop-de-doo. But what bums me out the most is just the Jaguars and their like lack of urgency. There's like no sense of urgency. There's hardly anything there to build on right now for this poor team. And I feel really, really like, I mean, sorry. There's a lot to build on, but there's like nothing there like at the moment. Like you see a team that they have the players, and overall, I don't know. I think it kind of falls into coaching in the front office because realistically, they could have picked up some more pieces this year. It's just really disappointing. I don't know, but the letting go of Fournette, I still don't understand why the hell they did that. I don't know what this organization is doing, but I do like what the Dolphins are doing. The Dolphins are looking pretty good. I really like how they are doing their thing. The direction is nice. They're playing good football, and overall, right now, you know what? Yeah, they're both 1-2. I don't think either of these teams are going to be winning very many games, but you know what? I think we're going to have some good stuff going on here for this at least the next couple of seasons with hopefully both these teams. But more than anything, I can definitely say that for Miami. All right, so moving forward, hey, because once again, Tua is doing his thing, but you can't forget Fitz is doing his thing, but you can't forget about Tua, because he really is the future of this team. Fitz is a 37-year-old wonder who is just getting it done, and I'm so excited to see this guy play week in and week out. He does so many great things. I mean, the man ran in. Who saw that? Who saw that touchdown? Raise the hands here, or show of hands. This dude was amazing, man. 37 years old, still getting down. You know what, man? You can't help but to cheer for the guy, unless you're, in the AFC East or your rival, or you just don't like the Dolphins. So, anyway, great victory there last week. Dolphins will jump to 1-2 as the Jacksonville Jaguars will fall to 1-2 as the Dolphins give themselves a nice 31-13 victory. Next up here, we have the game that I was waiting to, couldn't wait to get to. Put it near the top because I want to talk about it. And I just want to tell you guys right now, right off the bat, the Raiders didn't look too bad at all. We see a Patriots team, guys. A Patriots football team that is still very much the Patriots. Okay, I understand. Tom Brady is without a doubt the GOAT. He's the man, okay? He really is. Tom Brady is the real deal. You gotta love him, okay? He will always, in my opinion, yes, he is better than Montana. Montana, yes, he went to 5 Super Bowl. He never lost Super Bowl. But guess what? The man never lost Super Bowl, but he also didn't go to 9. It's an argument. It's a good argument. Regardless, I just gotta say, yes, Tom Brady is the GOAT. Now, everyone talked about the fall of the Patriots. Oh no, the Patriots are gonna fall apart. Dude, they're still okay. They have 8 starters on defense that are missing. That's kind of gonna do a little bit of a damper, right? And then you have this horribly crazy mix of people who are just jumping in here talking about the fall of the Patriots. But did you guys forget about the man who took them there all those years? He's kind of been there for a long time, along with Brady. We know the duo is not there no more, but at the end of the day, the mastermind is Bill Belichick. This dude is the real deal. You can't look away from Belichick, and he will always be the real deal. In my opinion, he is the greatest coach of all time. Yes, in my lifetime, I'm proud to say that I got to see, at least up to this point, the greatest coach and greatest quarterback of all time, not only in the same exact time, but actually coach and play on the same freaking football team. Okay, that says a lot about those Patriots. Now, we had the departure of Tom Brady this year. Everyone freaked out, but you can't forget about Cam, all right? Cam Newton joins the Patriots and does the damn thing. Okay, so I was really excited to see Cam play, and he did. He played good football. He's continuing to play good football, and honestly, I see him continuing to play good football. I love my Raiders very much, but this was an okay loss. It is what it is. No losses are good. They all suck. It is what it is. But at the end of the day, we fought. We fought the Patriots. We didn't lay there, roll over, and die. The defense, I knew the secondary was going to struggle. Is what it is. They're young. They're learning. Okay, our linebackers still aren't the best. We understand that. Regardless, we played pretty good in the front seven, despite linebackers not being that great. The defensive line played pretty damn good. I'll tell you right now, man. Clown Farrell, I'm sorry, is a freaking beast. Dude is a hell of an athlete at end. And overall, guys, I mean, him, Crosby, we have a solid defensive line, and I'm really excited to see what the future holds. Now, overall, the Patriots did the thing, and I'm proud of them. And you know what? 36-20, not a bad day at the office for the Raiders or the Patriots. I get it. A loss is a loss, and a win is a win. But you can't sit here and hate. You can't. This is a good victory here for the Patriots. They will go to 2-1 on the season. And the Raiders, hey, a 2-1 start is something we haven't had in a very long time. So I'll take a 2-1 right now, all right? So not too bad. On to next week. All right. Next up here, we have Chicago and Atlanta. I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep a straight face for this one, but I can't. This is really sad. I'm sorry. Okay. My apologies, y'all. I'm sorry, Falcons fans. I'm sorry. I'm a Raider fan, so you have many years to laugh at us. But my gosh, that Super Bowl never quite left them, did it? Look, last week, the Falcons are putting the shoe, they're putting a cleat up in the behind of the Cowboys. And the Cowboys just came out in the fourth quarter and wilded out, and they didn't win the damn game. Was it 40-39? Get out of here, man. That's a comeback for the ages. Great stuff. It wasn't quite circle the wagons, okay, from the Bills, okay, in 93. But it definitely was a good one to put up there, at least for this decade. Coming up, well, in the 20s now. But man, Dan Quinn, I'm sorry, brother. I don't know what the hell happened to your team 2 weeks in a row. How does that happen? How do you fall apart 2 weeks in a row? I'm sorry, but there's nothing here to be excited for, Falcon fans, right now. I mean, how? How? Look, the big thing about this team is the fact that we know they can compete. But the problem is they can't finish. Overall, guys, the Cowboys came back last week and did the dang thing, and they had a great win. 2 weeks in a row, defense, this is inexcusable. I'm sorry. The Bears, they had the Bears. What was it, 26-10 in the fourth quarter? How do you score like 20 unanswered points in the fourth quarter? I mean, I know it happened last week. My bad, Falcons. But seriously, guys, this is kind of ridiculous. I mean, really, this is very ridiculous. How on God's green earth are you going to fall apart and completely just collapse? I mean, it's kind of ridiculous, y'all. It really is. So, overall, the Bears pull it off. 3-0 start for the Bears. I'll take it. But the Falcons, dude, like, what the hell's wrong with you guys? We get it. Week 1 was week 1, but week 2, a full-on collapse. Move on, but don't complete the same. Don't have the same mistakes you did the first week and the previous week. And guess what? It happened yet again. The Bears came out. They came ready to play. Foles is playing great at quarterback. This has been a very emotional ride for the Bears fans. Well, for Bears fans for a while now. But I think they finally got their guy. I mean, I don't know why the Eagles would let. We'll get to the Eagles in a little bit of why I still think they should have freaking kept. They still definitely should have held on to Foles. Okay, they kept the wrong quarterback. My bad, Wentz. But yeah, guess what? The Bears rocking and rolling, not too shabby. 3-0 start. So congratulations to the Bears. 30-26. Too bad, so sad. My bad, Falcons. Great job, Bears. Hell of a victory there. And we are on to the next. Next up here, we have a game that was really awkward. The Rams have looked like a football team. I didn't think they were going to be much of anything this year. And what happens? Well, they happen to get a decent little win in the first week and the second week. And I'm like, who are these Ram fellows with this really ugly-looking new logo? Well, they were a team that was looking to shut me up real fast. And then this week happened, and I still think that they're honestly actually a team that maybe I overlooked a little bit. not too bad. Defense, not too shabby. I'll tell you right now, Goff is not playing at an elite level, but the guy's doing what he's got to do, and they're looking good. They've won 2 games this year. Their first loss is last past week, but they shall not hang their heads. The Bills are a damn powerhouse, and as a Raider fan, I'm a little nervous about this week playing the Bills. They're a hell of a team. They're coming for our behinds, all right? And this is going to be a very strong, powerful Bills team. They took the Rams the Rams took them all the way to the end of this game. Okay. It was a close one. Final moments here. Well, actually, final minutes. But Bills happened to pull it off 35-32 victory here for the Bills. But you know what? I'm excited for these guys. I want to see what the Bills can do this year. Can they overtake the Patriots? Is it going to be them, the Patriots, going at it? I thought for sure the Dolphins might have had a hand in this. It's still early. But then again, I don't know. You know what I mean? We don't really know. So overall, guys, I just want to speak my piece real quick on the Bills because I'll tell you right now, I think right now the Bills have a very, very, very good defense. I really love what they do. They play a lot of cover 3, a lot of cover 2. Like to keep everything underneath. They play good football. Now, the problem with this Rams offense is they're just not as explosive as they were. I mean, Cup, we know the injuries are just kind of lingering. We know that this team has had the injury bug bite them a little bit since they played in the Super Bowl a couple years back. Regardless, the Rams have nothing to worry about. I think I just overlooked them, and that's my apologies to Rams fans and to Taryn, because I know Darren and his brother, or Taryn's brother's a Rams fan, and I mean, my bad for kind of overlooking the Rams. But overall, not too shabby. Good victory here for the Bills, and not too bad of a loss. A loss is a loss, I said earlier, but you know what? This was not a bad loss, and to be this close to a really good team like the Bills, Rams are going somewhere. So, or at least what I like to think. This next game is really weird because I don't understand. The Browns look like the Browns all the time, okay? I, on this show, have given the Browns like the last, I think, 3 seasons, not this year, but 3 seasons or the last 2 seasons before this, I gave the Browns like a perfect offseason score. Of course, we know the games are not won in the offseason. However, I thought for sure that the gosh dang freaking Cleveland Browns were going to do something at least, in those couple of years. And they did absolutely nothing, which is what we've come to find from the freaking Browns. Well, this last past year, I write them off completely, and wouldn't you know it, they start winning gosh damn games. I don't get it. 2-1, not too bad. They go into this game, and I thought, okay, the 1-1, I thought for sure, okay, the Washington football team didn't look too bad either. Don't forget, they have the defensive line from hell. Very, very strong, potent defensive line, and they look very, very tough. Okay, defense is looking okay. They smack around the Eagles in week 1. However, the Eagles are you'll see what I got to say about the Eagles in a little bit. But overall, I felt that this would be a little bit of a closer game. Well, I was wrong. The Browns actually came out and played really good football. And for the first time in a while, I'm very optimistic for the Browns. Not a bad start. Mayfield's playing good football. Overall, guys, this defense is playing at a high level. Browns fans, don't get too excited just yet. But you know what? Get a little bit excited in the land at least, because your football team's looking like a football team. I know it's week 3. I get it. Or going into week 4. I get it. Regardless, not a bad day at the office. Browns will jump to 2-1 on the season as the Washington. Ooh, I almost went into the old name there, but as the Washington football team drops to 1-2. Next up here, we have 10 men. This game was hilarious. Okay, Vikings fans, please forgive me, but guys, what the hell is wrong with your team? Look. 3 years ago, I was so high on this team. 4 years ago, I was high on the Vikings. I was like, dude, this defense, oh my gosh, they look good. They're potent. And then the next year, they look okay. Playoffs, fizzle. The next year, they look worse. And I was like, they're just looking worse. Like, seriously, the Vikings are like that team that continually just, like, they're on a downward spiral. I don't understand. Like, I seriously can't tell you right now what's going on. Hey, what's going on, Marcus? By the way, y'all, Marcus Lowe's great in the chat room right now. if y'all didn't tune in, I know the nerve of me last night. I was out doing my thing, but man, with my girl, we were actually getting our study on. Man, we had a lot to get to. I'm so proud of my girl, man. Give a big shout out to my girl, man, little baby. She's awesome. She's doing her thing, working hard in school, and I'm so proud of her. She's gonna get her degree pretty soon. Really excited for that. But man, I gotta go ahead and get the recap, or gotta go ahead and get the hear the podcast of last night's show. Of course, you know what show it is, y'all. Gloves off. With Marcus Loves. Great job, man. As always, and I gotta go check out the podcast version. But man, Marcus always does the dang thing, brings it, man. So big ups to Marcus Loves. Great. Go show him some love, man. Follow Gloves Off on IE Sports Radio. Glove Off. I think it's Gloves Off Boxing. Put up in the chat room, man, by the way. Up in here. But big ups to Mr. Marcus Loves. Great. We'll talk about his Niners in just a little bit. But good stuff, man. Always great to hear from you, brother. And glad. Thanks for tuning in, brother. So next up, we have 10 men. Look, guys, I don't know what to say about this team right now. This team is literally ridiculous. The Minnesota Vikings look like they can seriously be like a 5-11 team this year. I'm being straight up with you guys. There's nothing there. It's like they have every bit of talent, and it's like nothing happens. Seriously, guys, I think this is a mean coaching issue. They do not put their players in the absolute right places to win this game. Like seriously, like I'm seeing some awkward, funky coverages and crap. Like I'm seeing awkward stuff that's happening on this football field, and this is exactly what happened to the Titans. Do not fall apart. And, oh, by the way, thank you, Marcus. Hey, Marcus just ordered his last week. He'll be sending it out. Man, I'm proud, brother. You'll be getting yours soon, man, in the mail. If you have not got one of these bad boys right here, we also got a hat set. It's too far for me to grab, but go get it, man. You go to iesportsradio.com/shop. Go check it out. We got some t-shirts, we got some hats, and trust me, Marcus, you'll be rocking one of these pretty soon, brother. Glad to have you aboard, man. I know he got himself a hat as well. So go show him some love, man. Go check these out. Good stuff. Help support us. Right now is not the easiest time. Trust me. COVID's annoying. At the same time, it did bring a lot of, cool stuff. Got a lot of great guests. I mean, a lot of cool stuff has happened since then. I mean, really, I got to graduate. Got time to graduate. Met my lady. All kinds of cool stuff happened. But at the same time, it's like, okay, can we go back to work now? So once again, help support us and show us love here. If you like what we do, show us some love here at IE Sports Radio. Grab yourself a shirt, a hat. Show us some love. We have ladies, women's tees, and Razorback tank tops. Also got these shirts. Show us some love, y'all. The hat. Let us know. We'll send it on out, y'all. So once again, that is iesportsradio.com/shop. Go show us some love. So with that said, once again, the Titans did exactly what the Titans need to have done. The Titans fell apart earlier. There's a lot of mishaps. The defense did nothing that was great at all. The Vikings looked like they were actually going to defeat a good team. I was going to eat my words for breakfast, and it was dinner time or lunch. Regardless, guess what? Titans came on back and did what they should have done. Big victory here for these Titans. As far as the Titans, there was like a Ryan Succop field goal that put them up. It was like 2 minutes left, or like in the 2-minute range. Regardless, big victory here for the Titans. Pulled it off. 1-point victory. 3-0 they go. Minnesota, you are 0-3. There are issues. I'm just saying. Next up here, 49ers. How about this? Marcus Loves great in the chat room. We have here the Niners and the Giants. And gentlemen, I'm not going to stay long on this one. Very simple. I think I tweeted it out after the game was over. All this game proves is that the Niners, a banged-up Niners football team, is still better than a good Giants team. That's sad to say. I'm so bummed. My bad, everybody out there who's a Giants fan. But I tell you right now, y'all, this is got to be hard to watch. I mean, it feels like it's bringing back Raider memories for me right now when we weren't so great. And I'm not giving us all kinds of props this year. I'm just saying we were 2-1. I'm glad about that. But trust me, this is a crappy place to be. The Giants just falling apart again, complete debacle. And well, what happens? Like I said, a banged up Niners football team is still better than I don't know how banged up the Giants are, but they're still better than them. So 36-9, beat down alert, y'all. 2-1 on the season for the San Francisco 49ers, and the Giants will fall to 0-3. And well, Marcus, a very proud Niners fan, has a lot to say. So we put hands and feet on the Giants. Oh, it's just nasty. I mean, not like, I don't know. I don't know. I have nothing against feet, but I'm just saying, like, literally, like, he just said something else. I would have said less, yeah, it's a figure of speech, y'all. Regardless, it was a beatdown. It was just ugly. And yeah, Marcus is laughing it up, y'all. The Niners smacked around the Giants, and it was ugly. The Giants need a lot of help. Honestly, the Vikings aren't there yet, but the Vikings have fear. I have a fear of them going there if they continue to be as crappy as they are. But the Giants, there's a lot of work that needs to be done. That front office, coaching staff, a lot of things. So anyway, let's go ahead and jump on here to the next game. We have a tie. What the hell? It's Joe Burrow in his third start. He got 2 losses, and well, it was a tie. 2 teams who have a goose egg where the win should be still have a goose egg where the win should be. I'm just going to be real about this. The Cincinnati Bengals, we knew they weren't going to be this explosively awesome team. I thought they were going to win. They were going to beat the Browns last week. Well, I was wrong. But I'll tell you right now, this was kind of funny. Or 2 weeks ago, sorry. But this was kind of funny. The Philadelphia Eagles right now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry. Eagles fans listening out there, there is an issue going on with this team, and I don't know what the hell it is. It's like there's nothing there. The substance, as I said earlier, it's like not there. I don't understand how a Philadelphia Eagles team who has been competitive for a good number of years leading up to this point looks like they have completely fallen off. Okay, I get it. They say competitive, but with the Bengals, what do the Bengals really possess that gets anybody scared? I get it. It's the NFL, okay? Let's be real. All teams are good. There's no such thing as teams that suck or players that suck because, hey, they're in the NFL. What I'm saying, though, is the Eagles are a significantly better football team. What's going on? Seriously, there is a concern. Eagles fans, be concerned. This doesn't fly. Right here. This. 0-2-1. 0-2-1, Eagles fans. I don't get it. I mean, do you think you let the wrong quarterback go yet? Because I thought you did. The moment I saw that Foles was gone and Wentz was still there, I was like, hey, that's a mistake. And, well, 0-2-1. I'm just saying, guys. So, overall, Joe Burrow does a pretty legit thing here. Let's see what Seth Eve says here. He says, Burrow is legit, but the line is going to get him killed. And, ladies and gentlemen, Seth Eves is not a liar. I'll tell you that right now. Seth Eves, by the way, y'all, gotta jump in. Gotta promote what we gotta promote, man. Seth Eves, gotta show him some love. Him and Mr. Matt Owens and the whole crew over at USRN, they did a fantastic job. When you see me put up those links, y'all, please go ahead and give them a listen. They do a great job. They call all kinds of live games. Currently, Pierre right now is on WSRN, call one of those many. There's like an 8-game long today. I was listening to Matt Owens earlier. Seth Eves does his thing. They do some great job over there at USRN on Mixer.com. That is MIXLR. Mixer.com. Follow USRN and USRN2. They do a great job. So show them some love, y'all. And please tune in. You're not going to want to miss it. They do a great job. I'm on the road all the time, man. I'm a busy guy. I'm everywhere, especially right now more than ever. Trying to make ends meet and do my thing. So trust me, I'm on the road all the time. It's always awesome to hear one of these gentlemen at USRN give that live call. So it's really cool. Trust me. If you're out on the road like me a lot and you're cruising around, you don't always have the time to sit around and you don't have to sit around, but if you don't have the time, the luxury of watching it on the TV, hey, we got our phones now, right? Plug that sucker in, tune into USRN, and let it go. Have fun. Enjoy the game. Listen to it like it's like a radio. It gets better. So, by the way, man, thank you. The check is coming soon. Probably. Hey, it's because I love to blow them up and show them some love. So, big ups to Seth Eves and Matt Owens, man, doing great things at USRN. So, with that said, gentlemen, let's go ahead and get to talk about, well, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen here tuned in. Look, overall, the Philadelphia Eagles, it's panic time. I'm sorry. It's week 3, but it is panic time. This defense looks so uncompetitive. It's ridiculous. And that offense, it just looks like ew. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't look competitive. There's nothing there. Like, they compete. Like, they play to the level of their opponent is what they do. And then they just fall off. And I don't know. Like, I don't know who's telling them it's okay. But this team has so much promise. And there's, like, they need to figure something out quick. It's early in the season, but figure it out. As for Cincinnati, good Lord, you have the number 1 freaking overall pick playing quarterback. Please help him with the line. Can you make a trade or something? It's true. The offensive line is horrendous. They are horrendous. There's nothing there that's going to help Joe. And he's doing it by himself. The guy is under fire the moment the ball is snapped. So, overall, 23-23 tie is kind of funny. But I'll tell you right now, yeah. Eagles fans, I want you to read this. I'll wait. Did you read it? I'll wait one more time. Yeah. Time for Hurts. Time for Hurts. You had a good quarterback and you let him go. And he's in Chicago now. He's gonna win a lot of football games over there. I think we saw that last week. Well, I think that is a very true statement there from Mr. Seth Eves. Yes. Yes. Jalen Hurts, he can win football games for you. I think it's about that time, y'all. Just saying. So, quick and dirty, tie is the first tie of the year. Will we get any more? We'll find out. This game was really good. Good football game. Steelers 28-21 over the Houston Texans. Let me just go ahead and just get that out of the way really fast. This was a great football game. I thoroughly enjoyed this football game. I didn't get to watch it, but I'm just saying I would have thoroughly enjoyed the football game. But just looking at the stats, looking at this game, how it was played. We have two teams with pretty nasty defenses. You have three Watt brothers playing in it. Two on the Steelers and one on the Texans. Somebody had to win, somebody had to lose, right? Well, the two little brothers beat Big Brother, and it was a good football game. Houston, you have a problem. I know it's cliche, but it's true. I'm just being real. Houston, what is wrong? Like, once again, you have an amazingly good quarterback, okay? Amazingly good. You tell me what on God's green earth is going on here. Defense. That defense was like one of the top-ranked defenses in the country, well, in the NFL the last couple of years. And now they look like a total joke. They play to the level of their opponent. That's what they do. I mean, it's really ridiculous to see this defense struggle the way they've been. And as for, the Chiefs, well, that kind of beat them down. But still, that defense, I really had hopes that would play very well against the Chiefs. And they didn't. So as for the Steelers, good victory. You know what? Good job for you, Ben. Good job, man. Hey, he's a great guy, God guy. He's doing his thing. He's doing his thing. You know what? Overall, right now, the Steelers get a good victory here. I'll take it. They jump to 3-1 the season. Steelers fans, here we go. Houston, you need some help. That's just going to be real. Straight up. All right. Next up here, got a couple more here before we get to our face-off, so I'm going to go kind of fast. Let's do this thing. So, first things first, this game was hilarious. Phillip Rivers does what Phillip Rivers does. He likes to get victories the hard way. Well, guess what? He didn't have to get a victory the hard way this time. Because usually he does that. He's never had, I tell you all the time, y'all. I tell you all constantly. I'm a huge Phillip Rivers fan. Do you want to know why? Because this man, he always seems to freaking get. Always seems to do the crappy end of the stick. No offensive line ever. And he makes plays. He makes things happen. This time, guess what? He got a nice victory. I don't know if he's ever had a victory this big. I'm just kidding. But the Jets, we're going to talk to a Jets fan in just a few minutes, but my gosh, that defense, I had high hopes for them, at least the defense, and guess what? Nothing. As for Seth here, Seth says Steelers defense may be the best in the NFL. Honestly, Seth, dude, that's low-key. It's so low-key, but for real, guys, this needs to be high-key. The Steelers are playing great right now. That defense is lights out. Look what they've done this year. You can't tell me they're not at least competitive enough to be mentioned, okay, for one of the top defenses, if not the best defense in the NFL. The Steelers are looking good, y'all. Hey, that steel curtain, they're looking good. This football team is looking very, very good. So the Steelers haters out there, y'all, I wouldn't write them off so quickly. Now, the Jets, a different story. Just kidding. But 36-7, beat down alert. That's over with. I'm sorry, Jets. Maybe your day's coming tomorrow. I don't know. But for the Colts, 2-1, not too bad. This game was really funny. the Panthers had a nice, healthy lead, and then the Chargers had a little bit of a comeback, and well, it's 2-1 for them. I'm sorry, 1-2 for the Chargers. They had a chance. They really did, but they couldn't get it done. As for the Panthers, the teams look good. Coach Rule's looking okay. They look good. It's their first victory ever. First ever. Oh, I got to read this one, y'all. Seth says, Colts? Colts! But the Jets are a joke. Joke. Just literally spell it out for us, guys, with periods and everything. Gase needs to apply as a new Bozo clown. Look, I'm going to tell Seth something right now, and I'm going to tell the rest of the Jets fans out there. Let me tell you straight up. What's going on, by the way? Andrew Hagenball, y'all, the host, the brand new host of the Soccer Scorebook Show here at iSports Radio. Great guy, man. And of course, our new social media coordinator, so got to show him some love. Big ups to him. But let me just go to this real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, straight up, this is sad. Right now, overall, Gase, I don't understand. Like, Mr. Josh Ritter said it the best, Dolphins fan. He says that was such a Jets thing to do. Go get Gase. Their rivals old coach, but it's what it is. Big victory here for the Panthers. First victory here for Coach Rule as the Carolina Panthers head coach. And you know what? Nice victory for these guys. I've been raving about them to come out and have a coming out party come pretty soon. And honestly, it may not be this year, but to give them some time to gel, I think the Panthers are on their way. So next up here, this is kind of hilarious because everyone once again wrote off the Buccaneers in the first week. We knew once again, as I keep on saying, the Saints have been the Saints for a while now. Yeah, they have. The Buccaneers have not. And the Buccaneers lost to the Saints in week 1, didn't they? But they've been 2-0 ever since, and they got a nice victory here. I'm sorry, Denver. We're talking about Denver fan. He's actually on the line already, so we'll go get him in a few minutes here, my boy, Mr. Sean Carver. But I'll tell you what, man, 0-3 for the Denver Broncos. They're missing Vaughn right now. As for the Bucks, 28-10 victory, 2-1 on the season, just a beatdown. Stop it. Stop it. Read it. Ladies and gentlemen, read it. I can't even say this on air. I'm going to say it anyway. Browns beating the Cowboys. Well, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next game here. So good for the Buccaneers. Actually, no, because that comeback was pretty nice versus the Falcons. So we'll see. Anyway, we'll talk about the Cowboys in a few moments. This game was pretty good. You know what? Overall, Lions, gosh dang it, you finally won a game. How? I don't know. Cardinals had this game in the bag. That Cardinals had this game gift wrapped already. It was up, it had a bow on it and everything. And someone just picked that sucker up and threw it in the trash. Because seriously, the Lions have. I had such high hopes. I'm such a Matt Patricia fan. Okay, I love defense. I really think that I thought he was the guy. And they've laid eggs. Okay, it's been Easter over there in Detroit. And unfortunately here for the Cardinals, though, they got to a great start and couldn't finish the deal. Lions sneak up 26-23 victory here. What a great freaking game. What a good victory. 26-3. Detroit gets their first win of the season. And interestingly enough, the Cardinals get their first loss of the year. So with that said, take a quick here. Rule is a master of reclamation projects. Did it at Temple, yep. And he also did it with PJ Hall, which is his backup quarterback now. Just saying, cool, right? But yeah, did it at Baylor. Can do it. Can he do it at Carolina? Seth, I'm going to say yes. I think so, dude. Seriously, I'm a big fan already. So with that said, he says here, typical of these two, weird-ish always happens when they play. And yes, weird-ish game, and weird-ish it was, and there's a weird score. That was a real weird score, but whatever. So anyway, Dallas and Seattle. Overall, guys, Dallas played a good game. Seattle played a better game. I'm so excited for these dang Seahawks. They look good, 38-31. Overall, Russell Wilson was looking good. Can we get a hand clap, or at least me against the shoulder and chest area up here, the minor pectoral, if you will? Because I'll tell you what, great victory here. Seahawks looking good. Metcalf is playing great. This is a good football team, and I'm excited. 3-0 for the Seahawks, 1-2 for the Dallas Cowboys. Sunday Night Football. Well, I'm gonna need a little help with these. Okay, I'm gonna need just a little bit of help with these two. With Sunday Night Football, guys. I really am, because Sunday Night Football and Monday Night Football were interesting games, and to help me with those games here today, I wanted to go along and bring in not one, but two diehards. We're gonna talk a little primetime face-off in a few moments here, but I wanted to bring these guys in to get their thoughts about these last two primetime games from this week. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a little bit, I went a little bit longer, but they are here, and I'm glad they're here. Both these gentlemen just got out of work. They busted their behind to get home, and I appreciate you guys for being here on tonight's show. Ladies and gentlemen, can we get a hand clap for representing tonight, of course, the away team? He, of course, is my boy from Southern Cali, diehard Broncos fan, and him and I have had go-arounds with Raiders and Broncos for years. Now I can actually say my team's doing a little bit better. My bad, Sean. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, welcome Mr. Sean Carver. What's going on, Sean? How you doing today, man?
Hey. Oh, I'm doing good, man. How you doing today, man?
I'm doing my best, brother. Glad to have you on the show. Looking all Broncoed out today, and there's a guy with no Jet stuff on. I'm about as concerned right now for him as I am concerned about the freaking Philadelphia Eagles. Oh, did I say that? I did. Anyway, yeah, the Eagles are in tank mode. I'm sorry. I don't know what the hell's going on with them. But ladies and gentlemen, here, welcome Mr. Harrison Glazer. What's going on, man? How you doing today, brother?
Going on? I'm glad to be here, man. Good to be on. Thanks for having me.
Hey, brother. Glad to have you. We will get to the primetime face-off in just one moment, but I got to go ahead and talk about here. How do you spell Russell Wilson? MVP. I agree, Seth. He's playing great. I love what they're doing. Pete Carroll is just letting him do his thing. Metcalf is playing amazing football. Russell Wilson is looking great. And can we just give a little bit of a chest-shoulder combination clap to the linebacker core of the Seattle Seahawks defense? They're nasty, and I'm the whole defense actually. They're good stuff. So Seth also says here, why would he wear that? Why would he wear that? Well, someone's getting a win tomorrow, Seth. Or unless you're the Eagles and the Bengals and you get a tie and you have no wins. I'm just kidding. Anyway, I've had too much fun with the Eagles today, but I know. It's okay, guys. I know. It is what it is. But let's go and get a little bit of a recap here. I do want to talk about this game really fast, both these games. So first things first, everyone thought this was another legend versus another legend. First week we had Brady versus Brady and Breeze go at it. Cool. Good victory. I mean, good game there. This week, we had two other legends go at it. We had Breeze yet again taking on Aaron Rodgers. Gentlemen, I just want to be real quick. Guys, everybody listening, you two here right now, ladies and gentlemen listening, the Packers are a little bit better than I think everybody thought they were. Aaron Rodgers, when he plays, the team is amazing. When he's not in the field, like everyone forgets how to play. What's a cover one? Man, what the hell is that? Like, yeah, seriously, like basic. What's a 4-eye? How do you line up in a 2 again? Like seriously, like I'm serious. So this is really stupid to say early, gentlemen. Last week, my horrible team, which looks a little bit better now, it's a little bit, happened to pull out the victory versus the Saints in convincing fashion. Now the Packers, the good win, good team. Is it time, or is it really dumb to say panic button for Breeze? For Breeze and his Saints. What do you guys think?
I think it might be a little early. Let's get Michael Thomas on the field again and then see what you got. I mean, yeah, he has Emmanuel Sanders, but Emmanuel Sanders didn't play with them last year. Alvin Kamara was playing amazing. Okay, so we know that guy, what he can do. But let's get Michael Thomas on the field before we start going like holy crap mode. That guy's an all-pro receiver. He led in receptions in the NFL history. Let's get that guy on the field before we start saying Breeze has lost it.
I completely agree. Great said, my man. I mean, it's Drew Brees. He's one of the greatest quarterbacks. You could be like the San Diego Chargers, look at him and say he doesn't have what it takes, but he's the man. I mean, you look at him, I don't want to misspeak, but I know he's top in almost every category, one of the best to ever play, even at his age right now. It's not him. I mean, he's one of those guys, you look at it, it can't be him. So, like you said, it's the offense, the defense, too. I feel like we need to see more from them, keep the points down, make it a little easier for Breeze. I mean, it helps if Breeze can put up a certain amount of points, but if your defense gives more away, you lose. So,
I couldn't agree more. Could not agree more. So let's not. I saw earlier on ESPN they were talking about. I was like, no, do not. And somebody else said, like, don't, dude. Michael Thomas is on the field. Don't write them off yet. So yes. And then Monday Night Football. There's a team here that we don't like, Sean. We don't like them at all. And
but they're really good.
But they're really good, and they're not going anywhere, and it's freaking frustrating. But god damn it, if anybody was going to challenge these guys this year, it was Lamar and his track running self versus this team who seems to not have any weaknesses. And gosh damn it, the team with no weaknesses looked like they had zero, like any chance of losing this year. Okay, because they looked magnificent. What in the hell is wrong with that damn Baltimore defense? That's the first time I've seen a Baltimore defense look that bad ever. I don't think I've ever seen them get smacked around like that. So seriously, guys, the Chiefs, they're looking pretty strong. 34-20, nice victory. 3-0 for the Chiefs. 2-1 now for the Baltimore Ravens. By the way, Green Bay is now to 3-0, and the Saints have dropped to 1-2. But quick and dirty, guys, what do you guys think about this game?
Man, Patrick Mahomes did whatever he wanted against that defense. I mean, he made it look easy, like it was just like playground. Like it was just literally he could just think it up in his mind and it did it on the field. I've never seen that happen to a team like that, especially coming in playing as hot as Baltimore. I mean, I guess he proves why he's worth $500 million. I mean, it's something else. But hey, on Baltimore's offensive side, man, they had too many 3-and-outs. I mean, that's too much pressure to put on your defense, especially when you can't get any stops. I mean, they got to get first downs. They got to keep that ball. They got away from running the football. They got way away from running the football. But hey, I guess there's always next week.
I guess so. Harrison, anything?
Yeah, no, I mean, I can understand why you may not like Mr. Patrick Mahomes, but he's the man. He's amazing. I mean, you look what he did in 2018, his first year playing in the NFL. The kid is great. He's going to be a legend. I'm hoping, as a Jet fan, he's going to make everybody forget about Tom Brady the way Tom Brady made everybody forget about Joe Montana. That's my personal hope, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, we've watched him over these years. He makes the impossible throws, these behind the back, but under the leg. He can do something that other people just can't do. So you can't catch him down and out. And you said it before, with Mahomes being paid as much as he is, it's the statement now that the quarterback is everything. It used to be, defense wins championships, but not anymore. You saw it in the Super Bowl. Niners have a great defense, but that Patrick Mahomes all the time, he's going to take it over the edge.
Absolutely. Completely agree, man. So, that said, ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time because week number 3 is in the books. And we are now on to week number 4. If you are just tuning in, I hope you're ready because Thursday Night Football is on the way. We have Denver, New York. Oh, it's going to go down in the Meadowlands. Yes, it is. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Primetime Face-Off number 1 of the week. It's going to be a good one, y'all. Once again, we have the Denver Broncos coming in, trying their best to, get some wins versus the team that's doing the same exact thing because both these teams have had regardless. How it is. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome in my guest here tonight. Let's get on into it. This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds. I'm just kidding. So, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Starting things off here. Primetime face-off, number 1 of the week. Denver Broncos versus the New York Jets. Let's get it, y'all. Representing the away team, we have here, all live in Southern California, not too far from me. Glad to have him here, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, a longtime friend of mine, great dude, and overall diehard Broncos fan. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in the one, the only, Mr. Sean Carver. What's going on, Sean?
Doing good, man.
Glad to have you here, brother. Glad to have you, man. And he is new member. Oh, yeah. Sean, you didn't know this yet. You didn't know. No one knew this yet. Well, actually, yeah. I mean, for everybody who follows iSports Radio on Twitter, which is a lot of people. I'm pretty sure you all know this now. Ladies and gentlemen, he's a actual writer. Dude has his own content. It's really, really, really awesome stuff. His own press for the New York Jets. But I'm glad to have him here now as one of the newest members of the IE Sports Radio family. Ladies and gentlemen, co-host of the show that never sleeps, our brand new New York / teeny bit of New Jersey, because that's where the Jets and Giants play for some weird reason. Anyway, to show here at IE Sports Radio, welcome in Mr. Harrison Glazer. What's going on, man? How you doing
What
today?
is up, buddy? I am so happy to be here. Let's get it going.
Let's get it going, y'all. So with that said, glad to have you guys here. Let's have some fun. Let's bully, y'all. We know tomorrow is going to be this game right here. We know someone, hopefully, unless, where is it at? Let's hope this doesn't happen. But unless this happens some weird way, someone's going to get a freaking win. So, starting here with the away team, Sean, you got to tell us, man, last week, the Denver Broncos, they take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and, well, this happened. We know there's no Vaughn. We know it's been a rough go, but we do also know that maybe there's light in the tunnel? I don't know. Phil Lindsay's a beast. I mean, how you liking Locke? I mean, what is it, man? Tell us a little bit about last week. What do you think so far about the season? Give it to us, man. What do you think?
Okay, so the San Francisco 49ers visited New York 2 weeks in a row, and they suffered a massive amount of injuries. We're going there this week. We've already suffered a massive amount of injuries. So technically, I guess if we were going to lose our players, it would have been now anyways. So I guess since we got them off the field, hopefully everybody leaves healthy. But we've lost Miller. We've lost Sutton. We've lost Locke for multiple weeks. We lost Casey for the season. We lost Wilkinson for the season. Lindsey's been out. We've lost Boye for multiple weeks. We have no starters of our best positions on the field. So, yeah, it's a good start to the season, I guess. I guess if we're tanking for Trevor Lawrence, I guess we're doing that good. But at that point, we don't have Locke for this game. They're starting Brett Ripon, who's just started from the practice squad. So I guess they're trying to out-Jets the Jets. So I guess we're trying to get the loss.
That is a low blow, brother.
Get the win. I'm not sure. I have no idea what's going on right now. But at this point, I guess they're like, we just signed who did we just sign? Blake Bortles. And we're like, no, we're not going to start him. We're going to just get the guy who's never started a football game and play the Jets. So I guess we got to see what we have in a practice squad guy.
Well, Sean, it could be worse. Anyway, now that we got that out of the way, well, I'm sorry to do this. I don't want to. I feel like such an a-hole, but well, last week this game wasn't very far away from this game, and at least this is a decent team, and this is a Rivers and the who. I don't know, but well, Harrison, what have you got to say about this season so far, and what the hell happened last week?
I mean, if anything, right now, you before you said the Jets, we feel right now like that guy who's just been beaten to the ground, and everyone just wants to kick us while we're down, and they're loving it, but we're down there and we're bleeding. And we're bleeding because we saw it coming. We knew it was happening. I mean, the writing was on the wall. I never liked Gase to begin with. I was never a fan. A lot of people weren't. I wanted to give him a chance. I wanted to, hopefully be able to work with Darnold. Let's see this brilliant offensive mind that he has. Let's see it actually in action. Well, I don't know if you heard Damian Woody lately. He couldn't have said it any better. He went on a tirade. We've seen it in action. It's awful. They're the worst team in the NFL in every category. We just said it. We're the laughing stock of the NFL. I wrote an article recently about this, bringing in an interim coach, different candidates. You got to shake it up because if anything, promoting anybody, people don't realize it. They think interim coaches just have great success, but it's just because they're an interim coach. Think, when a team prepares for another team, they're always looking at how they scheme, how they play. You bring in a new guy, it flips it on its axis. Now they're not ready for that. So it doesn't matter who the guy is, it shakes things up. So right now, I think that's what they need. And the biggest shakeup of all is the freaking owners need to be gone. But that's a whole nother story if you want to get into it.
Wow, Seth. Damn, somebody's an optimist. Somebody's quite the optimist here. Seth, I'm just kidding. But, that was a perfect thing to put up at the end of that. I'm just kidding. No, but I'll tell you right now, you know what? You know something? You're a pissed off diehard, and honestly, I couldn't agree with you more.
How it feels. Yeah.
That Jets defense, the Jets, everything is just sad. It's like really sad. So I completely agree, and so last week, debacle city. Not only for this team, but this poor insignificant team at the moment. I'm just kidding. But we had 2 horrible losses. Is what it is. Let's continue and get on to this week because tomorrow, as I mentioned, it's time and we're going to get down. So without further ado, y'all, the Primetime face off. Let's go ahead and get on into it. Let's have some fun. 1 minute is on the clock for you, Mr. Sean. You're representing the away team. Of course, you've been in many of these before. You definitely have a great insight with this team. You love your team, as Harrison does with his Jets. Let's have some fun here, Jets. Let's have some fun. Let's do our thing. So, Sean, start us off, man. 1 minute is on the clock. Please let us know right now. You know what's coming. X Factors. I love them. You love them. We love them. Who's it going to be? Not the crowd. Just kidding. All right, so who's it going to be, Sean? What do you think for us, man? X Factors for this game on Thursday night.
I don't even know who to put. Like, we have our rookies are all our wide receivers. So I guess our offensive line, maybe Melvin Gordon, because we don't have Phillip Lindsay. He's still out a couple weeks. So I guess Melvin Gordon run the football, because we're starting Brett Ripon, who's never had can't be
Don't
him.
sleep on Ripon.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of other people who have been sleeping on him already. So, I mean, I guess that's business as usual for him. So, Melvin Gordon, I guess. I mean, all of our corners are rookies. I mean, our secondary is shot. I mean, we have no positive thing. I had so much, like, excitement for this year, and then just IR just took everything out. So, I mean, you know, that's how I feel. So Melvin Gordon, I guess.
I'll take it. Harrison, give us. What do you think, man? X Factors.
I mean, just like with the Broncos right now, the Jets have had the same problems. I mean, Le'Veon Bell would have been a huge X factor. He's on IR. But you saw this coming. I mean, the COVID year, we all saw it coming. We maybe didn't see it coming to the scale where a whole team was going to get decimated, which we've seen right now, but we expected this. The Jets wide receivers are all decimated. So if I had to give you a couple of X factors, Chris Hogan's going to be a big one because he's the only body on that team that can really put anything in. Crowder might play. If Crowder plays, obviously he's big, but he may not. So Hogan's a big factor, played well a couple of weeks ago, had 75 yards in the game. On defense, the biggest X factor, the biggest question has been Pierre Desir, and he's arguably one of the reasons the whole secondary has been awful. Well, Sean Austin's holding down his side. He looks great. That's a future All-Pro in the making over there. We thought Desir was going to be awesome and be back to that old man coverage form. He doesn't have it, and he's been getting blown on all of his coverage. They even bring other guys in to fill in for him halfway through the game sometimes. So, I mean, I think it's going to be, this game will be a war of attrition. It's the best way to put it.
You know what? I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree more. If you're just tuning in, Primetime face-off number 1 of the week. We have numbers 2 and 3, of course, for Sunday football and for Monday football on Saturday morning. Hopefully you're excited and ready for that one, all you NFL fans out there. Right now, we're talking Thursday Night Football, Denver versus the New York Jets. We just got the X Factors up out of the way. Get that voting poll in, guys. Go ahead. IE Sports Radio. At iSports Radio on Twitter. Show us some love. Give us a follow while you're there. And cast your vote. Scroll down a little bit. You'll see the vote. Let us know who you think is going to win. I put up a little bit late today. I don't expect very many votes. My bad. But let's go ahead and jump on now. Back on into the face-off. And go with the lightning round. I love it. This is always fun. Gentlemen, you don't have too much fun with this. Because I think you're going to have a ball. I personally do. This is the section where Sean knows all too well. Sean, by the way, is 1-0 this year. But I don't know if you know, Sean, you won the last face-off, brother. I gave you the win, man. So you're 1-0 this year in face-off.
Okay.
So
thank you.
Go.
There you go. So we got 1-0 versus 0-0. Never done it before. So let's see what Harrison brings to the table, man. Let's see. So with that said, Sean, don't go too crazy now. And the same thing, Harrison. Don't go too crazy. 1 minute is on the clock. Screw it. Screw the minute. Just go. Just have fun. But guys, weaknesses on the other team. Sean, start us
on
off.
The other team?
On the other, well, of course.
Be kind.
What are the weaknesses that you feel your Broncos can exploit tomorrow night to earn that victory? What do you think?
It's probably the offensive line. I mean, they don't protect Sam Darnold. They don't. They literally don't. He's running for his life, but it's also because nobody gets open because he's throwing to third and fourth stringers. So, I mean, technically, it's not Sam Darnold's fault. It's not his fault. He's not having the time of way it is because of him. But he's literally got nothing to work with. So he's holding the ball and he's trying to make a play. And really, I mean, that offensive line can't protect him. So, and they have no running game. I mean, they have Frank Gore, who's the ageless wonder. I mean, so that guy is like 50 and he's still rolling the rock like, 20 times a game. I mean, that guy, he's going to play until he's got gray in his hair. I mean, that guy is awesome.
49, Sean, 49. You know what? I'll take it. I think Harrison agrees. So real quick, Harrison, what do you got to say about his weaknesses on your team?
Quick, just not get into it too much. Just the offensive line thing. I think it's less that for the Jets, more the receivers not being able to get open. But for the Broncos, obviously your quarterback is hurt. Your quarterback is gone. Drew Luck looked great when he played, but he's not there anymore. I feel like Ripon can be good. I really do. That's why I think he's going to start. I liked him. I forgot where he played in college, but I remember
Boise.
Thank you. I remember on that blue field, he was really good. I think he's going to be really good. I think he will be. But another big thing you said before, Sutton's out. You have no one to throw the ball to. You got injuries across the board. Von Miller's out. Who's getting to the quarterback? The problem is with the Broncos right now, they have a talented team, but they're not on the field. Everybody's hurt. So that's why I feel like if everyone was out, this wouldn't even be a contest. But right now, the Jets have a chance just because of dumb luck, I guess.
That works. I mean, hey, gentlemen, Sean, real quick, what do you think about his weaknesses? Do you think he's pretty spot on?
Yeah. I mean, we literally have weaknesses at every level of our field. Like we are, everybody who's supposed to be at a great position at each area, corner, wide receiver, running back, defensive line, everybody's hurt. The top guys. So yeah.
Okay, there we go. Okay, so let's go on to the fire round. One more round to go, guys. This, of course, is the game plan. This is what you think they need to do in order to win this gosh dang game. And right now, guys, don't. This is another one. Don't get too crazy. You guys might be here for an hour apiece. I don't know, because there's a lot you guys need to do to win this game. I know, but Sean, what do you feel your Broncos must do tomorrow to win this football game?
Don't put too much pressure on Brett Ripon. I mean, just take the ball out of his hands, try to just let him turn around and hand it off. Don't force him to make plays when it's his first start. I think that's the most important thing you can do. Put him in situations. Put him in short yardage situations, second and short, third and short. Don't get himself in third and longs, and then try to make a play when he's never really seen a pro-style defense.
You know what? Okay, not too shabby. So what do you think about the game plan there, Harrison? What do you like about his game plan? What do you think?
That's spot on. I mean, I couldn't have said that better myself. I was literally thinking the same thing. I like Ripon a lot, but you can't put too much on a kid's shoulder, especially a guy right off the practice squad. So perfect. Excellent. But for the Jets, if they're going to do it, don't let Gase on the freaking field. Like, maybe lock him out. Put him in, do something. Don't let him out there. He's the problem. The play calling, the scheming, he makes everybody look bad. Sam Darnold, in his first 2 years, had more passing yards than any Jets quarterback ever. He looked like he was going to be the greatest guy ever. Then Gase gets his hands on him, just like he got his hands on Tannehill, and he made him look like garbage. Now, Arthur Smith has made him great again. Man, just don't let Gase out there. Just shut him up, tie him up. Just don't let him talk. Do whatever you want. If he says something, do the opposite.
Give it to Greg Williams. I mean,
well, I think
what's
the
his name?
defense has been bad too, so I'm not big on Greg either. But
someone tell Gase the game starts earlier. Let's get here later.
It's a night game. No one told you.
You don't got to be here until 5. You're good, guys. You're good. Hey, dude, that's hilarious. I'm just saying. But all right, Sean, what do you think, man? What do you think about that game plan?
I can't fault him for it. I mean, literally everywhere that Adam Gase has gone, he's kind of turned diamonds back into coal. I mean, he's not making it any better. He's not taking that shiny new object and making it shine. No, it's like, hey, have you cleaned it lately? Have you taken care of it? Like, what are you doing?
It's sad. It's sad. It's really sad. It's like watching Raiders continue to get blown out when they've already been blown out, and it's like still the first half. I mean, I'm used to that. Now, thank God it's not like that no more, at least. But yeah, I know what that feels like, guys. And I also know what it feels like to have a crappy Jets team come and just beat you guys because you guys are that bad. And the Jets are like, hey, we gotta win. What? Like, I know.
Could happen.
It could happen. It totally could.
It happened last year or 2 years ago when we played these guys. And I feel bad because it happened like the year before that, where we went over there and got a win. We're like, yes! And Jets fans were like, do you feel happy you beat a JV team? Like, do you feel good? Like, do you feel good about yourselves? You know what I mean? Like that's how I felt too. Like, so So
if I may say, just to be fair though, none of it will ever make up for 98 when Vinny Testaverde has his shot and loses to Elway. So we can lose to the Broncos as much as we want, but that will ever be the knife and key and dagger right there.
Whew, man, Vinny, you brought up Vinny. I was 9. Gosh damn, I was 9
Long
and
time ago, man. I feel old as shit.
But you guys, man. So let's give it up real quick, man. Ladies and gentlemen, primetime face-off tonight. These guys got down. Can we get such a right, y'all? Can we show the names real quick once again? Mr. Harrison Glazier and Mr. Sean Carver. Gentlemen, this has been so much fun. There's one thing left to do. I forgot about this the last couple of weeks, and gosh dang it, it's my bad. But some people don't like it. You don't have to. It is what it is. You don't have to. Sean already knows. Harrison, you don't have to if you don't want to. You can totally decline. However, I love me some final scores. Sean, what do you think, man? Prediction?
Well, I'm always going to want my Broncos to win. But I don't think we're running out of there with a lot of scores. I think I'd say like maybe 20 to maybe 16.
That's fair. That's fair. Harrison, what do you think, man?
I think the Jets are right now just the epitome of dysfunction. If they play a bad team, they play worse. If they play a good team, they play just bad enough to lose. So, I mean, even if they're getting blown out, I would say I think Ripen's going to surprise a lot of people. May not high score. I'm going to put it at 24-21 Broncos.
We have the Jets fan going against, and it's not the first time, ladies and gentlemen, we've had teams go against their team before. So even a couple of weeks ago, I left it open and said if the Raiders can hold the Saints to under 20 points, we can get the victory. Boy, was I surprised to see us actually score 34. My gosh, that was insane, but we did it. So once again, I gave the option. I didn't say we were going to lose. Like I said, I want us to win, but we could lose.
I don't think it's going to be a blowout like the other games, but I definitely think when you're this dysfunctional, you find a way to lose.
Well, last week you guys both got quite the nasty loss, so you guys are going to be hungry this week to try and right the wrong, man. So, with that said, we got the two picks and even scores. Well, 2 scores in, 2 picks in, and let's just close it out with a little something here. We only had 11 people vote because I just put the freaking thing up a little bit ago, like 2 hours ago. So I'm sorry about that, everybody, for putting it up so late. But out of the 11 who voted, 100% of you are going with
Denver.
The Denver Broncos to win this thing on Thursday night. Sean, quick, man. I know you guys got to bounce, but I'll keep it a little bit over. But Sean, what do you think, brother? What do you think about the fans' pick?
I mean, I think it's just which one's the less smoldering dumpster fire at this point. Like, so I guess they're just basically looking like, I think the Broncos had talent. They just lost it. The Jets are kind of got some of their players. They at least got their quarterback, but they're like, we don't believe in Sam Darnold. I guess that's what they're trying to say. Or maybe it could be Adam Gase. I don't know.
Well,
they're voting against something.
Any final thoughts on this here, Harrison?
Well, I think a lot of fans are not believing in Sam Darnold, but I think it's just, again, because of what you see in front of you. Like I said, if every fan before this season began was on the Darnold train. They were packed, ready to go. They believed in this kid. So if anything's shown you, it's the lack of talent. I was comparing this the other day to guys like Mark Sanchez. I mean, he was less talented than Darnold, but he had unbelievable teams around him. Great teams with great players on both sides of the ball. So I expect better. I think Douglas is going to give it to us, but fans tend to forget he's only had 1 draft. He's only had 1 free agency because the Johnsons were too stupid to fire McCagnon when they should have. So you got to give the guy time. It takes time to build it up when you're this screwed up.
There you go, guys. So usually I wait till you guys are gone, but honestly, I just got to say this. I do have a winner for the debate here tonight. Can I give you guys a hint?
Him?
Sure, I guess. I don't know.
The tie. I'm sorry. Gentlemen. I've never even given. That's why I said, can I give you guys a hint? And I did this. Yeah, and I did that. So, gentlemen, you guys were both great. Look, you guys earned the tie because I can't. You guys seriously went back and forth. It was really good. Honestly, that was great stuff tonight. And seriously, it was good, respectful, and you guys seriously just you got on each other and you got on your own teams as well. I thought it was really got on each other's teams, you got on your own teams. I thought it was great. So, gentlemen, it was awesome, and I'm so glad you guys were able to be here tonight. One more time, y'all, can we get some love? Can we get a hand clap right quick for these two gentlemen right here, y'all? Once again, Mr. Sean Carver, Mr. Harrison Glazer. With that said, Sean, I know you're not a social media guy, but any final things to say here before we're out of here tonight?
I mean, with me starting the season thinking that we were going to have a really good year, and then obviously things happen. I mean, I guess if we get a win, it's like a consolation prize at this point. But I mean, I don't see us having a winning year this year. So I mean, it's kind of like I feel like the Jets and the Broncos are both kind of in the same territory right now.
Agreed. Harrison, any final things to say here? And of course, you're a social media guy. You're not only here with IE Sports Radio, but before us, you had your own thing going. I think you got another podcast. You got all kinds of cool stuff going. So, Harrison, where can all these Jets fans find you? What you got going, man? Tell us all the cool stuff you got going on, man, where they can find you.
I appreciate it, brother. I actually missed writing myself, so I actually just got back into it a couple of weeks ago. So I've got my own site now. You guys should check it out. I'm the CEO founder of what's known as Take Flight Media. The site is takeflightmedia.org. You can find it on my Twitter. It's hashtag MYJets, TF Media. But if you search my name, Harrison Glazer, you'll find me as well. Hope to have you there. Hope to have you part of the conversation.
Hey, gotta show them some love, both these guys right here. And of course, Harrison Glazer jumping on with Pierre Moss, which is, of course, the head of our live calls operation. We got our live calls here at IE Sports Radio. These two will be hosting the show that never sleeps, talking all New York and even some Jersey sports. It's going to be freaking sweet. We got a Jets fan. Pierre's a diehard Giants fan. And, well, they got a lot in common right now besides the stadium they share. I'm just kidding. But, ladies and gentlemen, this has been great. I'm so glad. Sean, Harrison, thank you guys so much, man. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. God bless you and your families, and I'll see you both soon, all right? Take care, and I look forward to having you both back on the show very soon, all right? Take care.
All right, take care. Thanks for having me.
Always.
Thanks for having me, brother.
You're welcome, gentlemen. All righty, y'all. That was Mr. Once again, can we get another round of applause real quick for Mr. Sean Carver and Mr. Harrison Glazer. Well, that's going to do it. My final win is going to be here. Overall, guys, I just don't see the Jets winning this game. I'd like to see it. And I think we're going to get a good competitive game. Regardless, I'm going Broncos all day long. It's going to be a good game. I'm going 21-14 Broncos to win this thing. And overall, that's going to be that. So, with that said, one more thing to say here before we're out of here. As you can see, the sun's going down a little bit. Getting up on 6 p.m. Pacific time over there, and we're already over past it, 6:14, and of course 9:14 p.m. Eastern time. Thank you to everybody who tuned in tonight. Reminder, it'll be like this every week. We'll have 30 to 40 minutes, 30 to 45 minutes on Tuesday mornings where you will see me, and we will talk, of course, a little bit of our of the recap like we did today. And we'll have the Primetime Face-Off, which just took place on Wednesday night. And then, or actually probably, we'll do Wednesday night. And then we will have Thursday night football, we'll have that, of course. And then Monday night, Sunday night football, and then Monday night football will be on Saturday morning. So be ready for that. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I hope all of you are ready. We got 3 shows every week, and it's going to be cut into 30 to 45 minutes, guys. I think short and sweet shows, a lot of fun, a lot of interaction. And I'll get better this way. So it's going to help me out in my life right now a lot, and it's going to help out. I think it's going to help you guys out too. You don't have to live to sit to a 3-hour show no more. So, once again, you don't have to sit through a 3-hour show no more, and it's going to be good. So, with that said, y'all, I got to get on out of here. I got some whole bunch of things to pertain to tonight. And, I got a lot going on and got to run the station and all kinds of baseball games going on. So, make sure to tune in, by the way, if he's still going, man. Mr. Taryn Rodriguez. Big shout to Taryn, man. Taryn is his 1-year anniversary on Set Point, so big ups to you, brother. Congratulations, man. I'm glad he's been a part of the IE Sports Radio Network. He keeps things going when I can't, so trust me. And even when I do, he's just doing his thing. Even when I am all over it, he's all over it too. So doing a great job. And to all my colleagues here at IE Sports Radio, you're awesome. Thank you all so very much. You are amazing. Mr. Marcus Los, great. Mr. Daryl Kinsey Jr., everybody, y'all. Mr. Jonathan Grinke, everybody. So Brennan Buckingham, Mike, Pat, everybody also. Thank you all. Appreciate you all. And thank you. With that said, I will see you all on Saturday morning, 9 a.m. Pacific time, 12 p.m. Eastern for our Primetime Face-Offs for Sunday Night Football and Monday Night Football. You don't want to miss it, y'all. With that said, peace. I'm out of here, yo. Until then, this is me, your boy Larry B, signing off. I'll see y'all Saturday morning. Until then, take care, and as always, God bless.